preseason divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second and 9 now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Sly able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And some room to work. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run left with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Folk's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
No check, no check.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a vet.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long for Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Prescott now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50. 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle to Gibson.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
Sly on for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Inside give to Elliott.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
They'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Gibson.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try and sneak it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Prescott.
And his throw here is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Prescott.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Dak.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Now Dak.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. He'll look to throw.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field,
And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A handoff for Gibson.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small.